Tessa, Kai, hey, congratulations for the second season of Power Rangers Dino Fury, or second half of the second season that's should be out on Netflix pretty soon. How does it feel for you guys?
Oh, so exciting. So crazy exciting. I feel like we've been waiting for so long to be able to talk about it. And we've had so many incredible theories and thoughts, and sort of finally get to kind of watch it all together and talk about it is going to be, a long time coming. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it because I feel like I think it's the best part. So we've been waiting on it for a while, and these are the ones that I was really like, I want everyone to see. So this is probably the most excited I've been ever since, the beginning, so it's like
day one.
I'm so ready for it.
I want to hear it from you guys. So why do you think, Dino Fury works compared to all the other Power Rangers than before? Kai, why don't you start?
That is a question.
You want Tessa to go first?
No, I have it. I don't want to step on toes. You know what I'm saying? But I think, a lot of the times things just have to align and things have to work out. And a lot of the times you can work really hard at something and put in your best work, but sometimes things just don't necessarily align. But I think just everything from us, the rest of our castmates, and how well we work together, and our off-camera chemistry as well. We all get along. We can all hang out off of set and have a good time. I think that plays a factor. I think our working relationships with our writers and producers all play a factor. I think just all of that coming together, even the crew, our directors of photography, our directors, everyone that's just there, lighting, everyone.
The grips.
Down to like the makeup artists and hair and all that. Everyone works so well together, and I think that just puts good vibes into the production. So I think that plays a big factor into being able to do this again, and what makes it just what we have that maybe the recent past hasn't. I think it's just all of that aligned, and it all contributes to having a successful show.
Anything to add, Tessa?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's perfectly put, and I feel like, as well as that, in terms of just the story as a whole, like I think it has a really amazing balance of bringing these new and relevant stories or versions of stories, representation, however you might want to phrase it, into this time and into this season, but while still kind of somehow maintaining that kind of palpable, nostalgic Mighty Morphin energy. And I don't know exactly how they did it, but I think it might have something to do with the fact that it, like Kai said, it kind of just all aligned, and everyone put their best foot forward. Everyone was at their top that they possibly could be, and didn't stop trying to be better. And I think that started with Simon and the writing team, and it went through literally to catering, to every part of our experience on set, from every person that was involved, meant that we wanted to be there and keep putting our best foot forward. And I think that then reflects on the screen, and you can feel it.
Well, speaking of the writers, obviously both of your characters have sort of like a character evolution since season one. Tessa, can you talk about your character evolution and where it's heading?
Yeah, I think Izzy's the youngest of the group. I'm myself the youngest sibling, so I have a similar sized chip on my shoulder about being taken seriously and proving myself. And I think Izzy is that times 10 in her sport, in her relationships, and her schooling. She wants to be the best. She wants to continue succeeding no matter what. And sometimes that's actually just not possible. Sometimes you fail, and sometimes you're not good at things, but also sometimes other things are more important. And I think as time's gone on, you've really seen her start to learn what her priorities should be, and I think that continues as the show progresses. You see her continue to learn continue to make mistakes and continue to learn from them and grow. And yeah, I think that's a really cool part of her. And then her relationship with the ever lovely Fern, potentially seeing a bit of that too, which is very exciting.
Oh wow! How about you, Kai?
The evolution and growth and development that goes with my character, with Ollie, is huge. It's a big one, because I think from the start, from episode 1, it was pretty evident the type of vibes that he brought to the table. It was very individualistic and my way or the highway, and I think I know best, which he is very smart, and he does know a lot of good things, and I think that's something that he probably went about his whole life being a very intelligent person, and he's able to get things done his way very efficiently. But when you're working with a team, you have to know how to work with everyone. You can't just be all about you. So that has been a big development for him, and just being open-minded and being okay with people who disagree with you, or being okay with someone that believes something different. And that's very obvious with Amelia. He they're starting to get along. He's starting to soften up and be more accepting, and you can still get along and work with someone even if they don't really see things exactly the same way you do.
Well, let me throw some offbeat questions to you guys, because there are fans all around the world for Power Rangers, and we want to know is, since you're a veteran now, this is the second season, how did Power Rangers change your life? Kai, start it off.
How did it change my life? Man, I think I now it's more important to me to because we're automatically being a Power Ranger. You're an inspiration and a role model for children. So now it's like, I never thought of that as something that I was going to have to do. But now it's changed my life in a way forever now. Forever, people will, for the years to come, it'll always be, oh, Kai Moya was he was that Blue Ranger on that Dino Fury and Cosmic show, yeah, that guy. I have to carry myself with a certain amount of responsibility, to be at the very least a decent human, right? Because kids are forever going to look at that, and so that's the responsibility that I have taken on, and we've all taken on because of this show. So I think that's a pretty big change in our lives.
What about for you, Tessa?
Yeah, I mean, how has it not changed our lives? I think, my life, in so many areas, I feel like it's allowed me to kind of grow and progress, both as a performer, as an actor, but also as an individual and as a storyteller. And I think the biggest thing, as well as sort of cementing a self-belief that I don't know if I actually had as much as I do now. And I think not only the experience, but honestly, Izzy as a character has been a huge part of that for me, and kind of going like, if Izzy can do this, if I can beat Izzy, I can do anything. You know what I mean? And I think Power Rangers as a show, it almost teaches everyone that watches it that like everyone can be a Power Ranger. You can do anything that you want to, and anything you set your mind to. But then on a sort of professional level, I think it's really affirmed why I want to do what I do, and the importance I place in representation in media and mainstream media, film and television. Seeing yourself on screen matters and has an effect, and the way you see yourself portrayed on screen has an effect on the way you move throughout your life and view yourself and view others. And it starts with shows like Power Rangers when they're bringing kids in and teaching kids important lessons, but it continues through into everything that we watch and consume. And so I think for me, it's given me this sort of fire. It's lit under me of being like, I want to tell those stories. I want to be that representation. And Izzy was the very beginning of that kind of tangibly starting, which has been amazing.
That is amazing. Let me throw another offbeat question, because one of the things that fans will notice is that you have to wear the same color wardrobe throughout the entire season, both seasons. So we want to know is, if you actually get tired of wearing that color. Obviously, Kai is not tired of wearing blue. So
apparently not.
This is actually a wardrobe. This is actually something that Ollie wore.
Was that from the beach party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to, in our show, like, let's say we have to wear our colors. That's just how it is. But I think it would be kind of cool if, like, we wore, like, could you imagine if, for example, Ollie, my character, let's say he was wearing like black, but then he had like blue accents on things, like I think it would be cool if it sometimes is a little more subtle, but I think that's the nature of it. And I think it's for kids. So it paints a clear picture for the kids to know who's who and stuff. But no, I got used to it. I was like, blue, here it is. Blue, baby. Like and now the running joke is whenever I wear blue and I'm not on set, if I'm just out with friends, it's just like, oh, whoa, like Blue Ranger. It's like,
you
can't,
like, you almost can't wear your color without people making fun of you. And I never really appreciated green before. Like, there was maybe one episode where I got to wear, in the Hot Shots episode, I got to wear the like black Hot Shots uniform. And I think on set, I was really like, oh, cool, I get to wear something that's not green. But then in my day-to-day life, I've almost gone the other way where I'm like, oh, green is versatile and it's quite in fashion right now. So it's everywhere in the stores. And it looks good on everyone. Green looks good on everyone. So I'm like getting quite into it and end up having quite a few green items in my wardrobe. And like everyone's always like, okay, like, do you only wear green now? Which as you can see, no, I don't.
That is great because wearing the same clothes over and over again, we just have to wonder. So let me wrap it up with one last thing. Can you guys give us a tease for those people who haven't seen the second half, what we should be actually expecting? Yeah, maybe.
For those who
maybe some questions answered and potentially some more questions posed. Who knows? But I think some really epic firsts and moments that I think will shake you to your core, and you'll never be the same again.
Yeah.
And that's my review.
It has the potential to tug on your heartstrings. For sure. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Most excellent. Well, can't wait for everyone to check out for the rest of this season, and hopefully we get to do this again, possibly for another season.
Surely.
Thank you very much for this conversation. Thank you for answering the question.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
very
nice
much.
to meet you.
So much fun.
Thank you. Bye now.